Hey guys, Colvin with a quick fishing report for you for Shoals Lake. Today is Wednesday, January 29th. Lake level's at 667. We're still about 8 foot high. The core is generating a bunch of water, but we still got a bunch coming in. So water temp being about 48 degrees, depending on where you're at. It's cooler in the backs of the creeks, and I know the bite's been tough for a lot of guys. We'll go over a couple things that have been working for me. The deep bite has kind of been the savior for the tough fishing. The shatter is still spread out, so if you're going to go out fishing, take a little time, spend a little bit of time graphing. That deep bite is key to being over the shad, and it can pay off big time once you get around them. The shad are holding over the old creek channel, so if you go into the back of the creeks, be sure you look in. You can just graph over the old creek channel. They can be there's some of the creeks have shad in the very back in the last 10 foot of water. Some of them will be out towards the main lake, towards the mouth of the creek, in 50-60 foot of water. So there's not really a whole lot as far as a pattern goes for finding the shad. They are spread out from one end to the other. If it's flat bluebirds, if I'm going to fish deep, the Rapala ice jig, that has been probably one of the more consistent bites. The water's pretty clear towards the main, so you know you can go with the white chartreuse if you got a little bit of clouds. If it's laying flat, this is kind of what I'm going to key on for those suspending ones. The Demiki with the moon eye, that's another bait that's working. Fishing those suspended fish from, a lot of times those bass are going to be on the top side of those big school shads. You'll see them in 30 to 40, and the shad may be down in 50 to 70. If I do get around the shad and they are a little bit closer to the bottom, the spoon is working for me. Throwing a spoon or a blade bait. I like the shad colors. I know a lot of guys, whatever color you like, go ahead and fish what you're confident in. Then the blade bait, I'm fishing this also right off the bottom, hopping it up. I don't think there's much of a shad kill that's happened. I know we're supposed to get some warmer weather. Of course, it's been raining the last couple days. That's why we're inside today doing a fishing report. That's kind of what's been working for me for the deep bite. The power fishing stuff, guys, has been hit or miss. With the water coming up, there's a wiggle wart bite and a rock crawler bite. What I found was you still got to be around the shad for this bite for me to do any good with it. So even though you're not fishing the shad pattern, the crawdad pattern, the rock crawler's working, the reds are working, natural colors are working. If you do get in the back of the dirty water, I've been getting the brighter colors are catching a few fish, so keep that in mind. If you get around the dirty water towards the back, it's kind of tough to justify losing an old school wiggle wart in the bushes, but you can catch them if the conditions are right. You almost need a little bit of wind. Fish the channel swing bank that's got the big chunk rock on it. Clouds will definitely help. A little more stable weather would be nice for that. The other thing I'm doing is dragging a jig, throwing a jig on the bluff ends. Early in the morning, you can get up 15-20 feet. As the day progresses, the sun comes out, you may have to move out to 20-25 feet. That's the jig bite's also working in the deeper brush piles, not the real thick ones, but the old ones that barely have anything on them. And once again, seems like you got to be around the shad to be successful doing that. If you're an A-rig guy, I know guys are throwing the A-rigs and doing pretty good on that. And the jerkbait bite for me has not been real good. The water gets a little colder, that might help the jerkbait bite. I know a lot of you guys have been booking trips, wanting to learn more about the deep fishing, your electronics. So if that interests you, be sure to look up the website, delcolvinfishing.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. If you like the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.